Hey everyone, how are you all doing today? It's Makeda Valletta, also known as the Renaissance Amazon, and I hope you all are doing well today. I'm live on my IG page. I'm going to save it and repost it to my YouTube page. Make sure you follow me in both places because I have things that I post, different things in different places, and my IG page is always getting deleted. But just in case you don't know me, I am a native New Yorker, Harlemite, 80s baby, born and raised in New York City, lover of hip-hop, and I'm a dancer. I comment on hip-hop a lot. I'm a critic of it. And I just wanted to have a quick talk right now, okay, about this whole Jay-Z situation, right? Now, this current lawsuit, no, thank you, I'm okay, I'm maintaining. How are you? This current lawsuit against him, I don't know that this lawsuit will go anywhere, but what I do know, or even that, this thing is true, but what I do know about Jay-Z, for people who are trying to defend him, I never liked him, okay? Jay-Z, to me, I've been saying for years, there's videos I've done in the past, giving Beyonce her flowers, and I kept saying I did not feel like Jay-Z was a good person. And I feel like Beyonce being attached to him makes her look bad, right? And people have said things about Beyonce, but I don't have any concrete evidence, but I can say with Jay-Z, we do know he was sleeping with Foxy when she was a teenager and he was grown. We do know that when he started messing with Beyonce, he was 30 and she was 18, or maybe she was 17 and he was 29. Okay? 29, 30 is grown. 17, 18, you're just a baby. You just got grown. You're not even, you know what I'm saying? A 12-year difference is not as bad when you're older, like 30 and 42 or something, but like 18 and 30. Jay-Z was also really good friends. I mean, he made a whole album with R. Kelly. You made the best of both worlds with R. Kelly after the Aaliyah situation. You were around him a lot. And then you were best friends with Diddy. So, how can you be so all up, close to R. Kelly? You've collaborated. You over here, you and Sean, okay? You guys ruining that name. But you're innocent, okay? The whole guilty by association is like you're a billionaire, and most people who are billionaires have to do messed up things to become a billionaire. Kanye, I feel like, is not innocent, and Kanye has his own lawsuits. I haven't even made videos talking about that, but I've made several videos about Kanye in the past being a narcissist and why he got on my nerves, and people gave him too much props for being so brilliant when he's really an idiot, okay? I'm not going to say that he hasn't called out certain things, but most of the stuff that Kanye has said is just about him. He says a lot of divisive, ignorant stuff when he is not a fighter. He's not doing anything for anybody. He just whines and complains about his own money and acting a fool, saying dumbass shit all the time, okay? But Kanye wants to whine, when he wanted to be a billionaire so bad. Kanye wanted to be up Jay-Z's ass. He would have done anything for Jay-Z. So I definitely don't think Kanye's innocent. If you want to be a billionaire that bad, and you're in the entertainment industry, and you're that desperate and hungry, that's who they prey on. They prey on people like that because you'll do anything to be famous. You'll do anything for this money. So even when Kanye talked about his mom being sacrificed, well, you sacrificed her. You did it, right? So I don't think Kanye's innocent. He was all up in the mix too. Now, but with Jay-Z, it's like, okay, Diddy was your boy. You made a whole thing with R. Kelly. And this thing about R. Kelly recently coming out where he apparently assaulted his daughter. And I said that years ago. I said, if R. Kelly is doing all these things with these young girls, who's to say he's not assaulting his own daughter? I wondered that because there are plenty of girls who get assaulted by their fathers, okay? And I've heard that way too many times in my life. And then it comes out that he was. And so people still defend R. Kelly. I do like some of his songs and I will listen to it because the unfortunate thing about commercial music is that all of it has a messed up story behind it. There's hardly any music you can find that doesn't have a messed up story behind that song, that music, how that was created. Okay? Which is interesting because, you know, I'm an artist. Dance is my art form. And people might criticize me because, oh, you're dancing in a bikini or you're showing your body. But I own my body and my art, my artistic expression, right? I don't have people waving millions and billions for me to sell my soul and do all these terrible things to people so I can get this money and then be manipulated as an artist, okay? So I feel like, you know, what I do, dancing doesn't make me rich. No dancers get rich off of dancing. But people are quick to criticize something that's authentic, healing, real, coming from a real source, that's untainted. But then they'll praise the ones who are over here, you know, doing sinister things to get money, to make, you know, and making these songs and talking about all kinds of crazy stuff, you know. So anyhow, back to Jay-Z. We know he has a history, okay, already. Then, apparently, he's responsible for the unaliving of Big L, okay, who... Big L to me was more talented than Jay-Z, but still, I'm not a fan of all that rapping about guns and drugs and murking people. I'm not a fan of that. That's why, you know, I like the female artists, the energy they're bringing, because I'm tired of those drug shoot 'em up conversations. But Jay-Z got kids out here that he hasn't claimed. You know, this new son, Ramil, whatever his name is, he's been trying to get a DNA test. Jay-Z's ignoring him. So if you're so sure, Jay-Z, that's not your son, why wouldn't you just take the DNA test to shut him up? Because we know, and this kid's mom was 16 when she got pregnant by him. See, back then, Jay-Z, Diddy, all these celebrities, they didn't know about the internet, okay? They didn't know that the internet was coming. Now, nobody can hide because of the internet. You got YouTube detectives, they're doing more work than the real detectives. They're doing the work for the detectives. You can go on YouTube and find out a lot of stuff. And so all these people like feeling sorry for Jay-Z, and oh, people are, you know, defending him, and oh, you're condemning him before you find out. Even if this case is not true, Jay-Z is not a good person. He doesn't have a good history at all. He's the type of person that's just about his money. I always felt like he used Beyonce. Jay-Z never seemed to me that he loved Beyonce so much. Beyonce was always so in love with Jay-Z. And I never understood why Beyonce married him. She came from a 2-parent home. She had her mother and her father. She lived in a house, like a suburban house upbringing. And then you get with a crack dealer, ex-crack dealer, coming from a broken home, no daddy, street dude. Like, I don't even understand how she could bring Jay-Z home to her dad. That to me was crazy. On top of the fact that Jay-Z is in no way attractive. Okay, and then with his hair. One of the things that I said about Jay-Z's hair, I had an ex 4 years ago. We got into an argument about this. I was talking about how Jay-Z's hair, like, is very un-African, right? Because I think one of my ex called it Afrocentric, and I was like, his hair is actually not Afrocentric, because Africans don't believe in just wearing their hair looking like just growing into shit locks all crazy, because how your hair is a manifestation of your mind. So if your hair is all crazy and disorganized and ungroomed and unkept and growing into whatever kind of project looking all crazy, that is a manifestation of your mind. So to me, Jay-Z wearing his hair like that was a clear indication to me that he's not a good person, that he's off balance, that he's full of shit. His hair told me that. Just like when Russell Simmons was meditating all the time and all these yoga studios and meditating 3 hours a day, I knew Russell Simmons was off. Because any man that I've ever met who meditates for an hour or more a day is batshit crazy. I have always noticed that, and I stand by that. If you're meditating for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, okay. But if you're meditating 1, 2, 3 hours, you're crazy, okay? I just believe that. And I have seen that to be true. And I thought that about Russell Simmons years ago when I used to be in Miami. And he had his yoga studio, and I was finding about all this meditation and yoga. I'm like, what is he trying to run from? And then look, we find out, right? And so people with this, oh, we're trying to take down another black male billionaire. No, listen, a lot of these billionaires, black, white, or Asian, are messed up. And these... You know, I think Method Man and maybe Busta Rhymes, some other rappers are trying to say, oh, the situation with Diddy is not representative of hip-hop. Yes, it is. There's hardly anybody in hip-hop that doesn't have dirt in their hands. There's hardly anybody in hip-hop that don't got essay, which is, grape charges. Okay. There's hardly anybody in hip hop that doesn't have that or hasn't hit a chick. Okay, like Dre, like Biggie, like Pun, and people still praise these dudes. Okay, like they're so great. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, even how people get mad at Sexy Red because apparently she had herpes, but Usher had lawsuits from men and women saying that he gave them herpes. That he settled. And people still are all over Usher and acting like that didn't happen, right? Anyhow, going back to the rappers, the male rappers have a terrible track record. Okay, they all been to jail. They all got murder charges, gun charges, sexual assault charges. Okay, and so it is representative of hip hop for sure. Because the people in hip hop who don't have that are a sheer minority of people. And some of them might not have any charges, but they did it, like Dre. I don't think Dre ever got any charges of beating a chick, but Dre has beat several women. Several. D. Barnes, Michelle A., and some other female rappers out in LA. It's on his Wikipedia page. So this whole, black man's a victim, they're trying to bring down a powerful black man, and man, F that, okay? I never thought that Jay-Z was a good person. I'm not surprised by any of this, okay? And I do think that there are more things that are going to come out about Jay-Z. I mean, you see the stuff that happened with him and Dame Dash, or him and Kanye. He's a user. He does people dirty. Diddy's the same way. And that's how a lot of people who get to that billionaire status, a lot of times they get there because they've been using people and screwing people, just like big businesses do the same thing. Big billion-dollar businesses, they're using people and screwing people, not paying their employees, a livable wage a lot of times and all of that. So, yeah, when me, Jay-Z, like, I always was annoyed by his voice. When he had that battle with Nas, to me, Nas killed him. To me, there was no competition. It's like Nas and Jay-Z battling. And I remember whenever I don't even think Jay-Z's a top 20 rapper, okay? So when people say that Jay-Z's one of the best rappers, I have never thought that. I think Jay-Z is way overhyped. I think that Black Thought is better than Jay-Z. I like Jadakiss better than Jay-Z. I like the Outkast better than Jay-Z, okay? I like Pun better than Jay-Z. I like Young M.A. better than Jay-Z, okay? Like, to me, Jay-Z is okay. He's okay. He's not in no top 3. He's not one of the best rappers to me. That's a freaking lie. And then when people would defend not Jay-Z as being one of the best rappers, they always talked about his business and how much money he had. Somebody's business, how much money they have, has nothing to do with their talent as a lyricist or an artist. It doesn't. How much money, like, the best dancer in the world is not the one that makes the most money, okay? So, being from New York, I could say that everybody's always known Diddy was the devil, okay? I think it's a lot worse than anybody thought, but it's not new information to anybody from New York. It's not anybody who's paying attention to anything when you're of a certain age. Now, Jay-Z, on the other hand, I think he's more calculated than Diddy, and he's quiet, so he's not as loud and obnoxious and boisterous and flashy. He's a little more quiet about the evil that he does. But I remember when he came at Nas with that ether stuff, it's like, Jay-Z, I'm like, you're not attractive, okay? And you're not anywhere near as talented as Nas. And to me, that was pure jealousy. Then come to find out, he was messing with the child, Nas's, the mother of Nas's daughter. And I hate the way that male hip-hop artists would always use women to diss each other. Biggie and Tupac used Faith. And then Biggie ended up beating Faith. Biggie wasn't ish either, okay? He was a big, fat, ugly woman beater, okay? So, like, all these male rappers who are not just misogynists, they're women beaters, they're rapists, and they're murderers, okay? And they get praised like they're just such great people, and nobody talks about that. Jay-Z has a whole long history of fucked upness. And when he kept saying, I don't know, it was like the early 2000s, he kept saying he was going to retire, and you're going to miss me when I'm gone, and da-da-da-da-da. And I kept being like, okay, bye. Why do you keep talking about you're going to retire? Then retire and shut up. To me, he was too attention-seeking, just annoying and insecure. So I never liked him. And I always thought that Beyonce was less than smart for marrying him because he's ruining her image. I feel like if anything that she's involved in that could be messed up is because of him. I really do. And she's the talent, not him. So anyhow, yeah, I just wanted to say that about Jay-Z. You know, there's rumors out here that he unalived, his mistress, in New York as well, who was pregnant by him. Okay, so I just don't think that Jay-Z's a good person. I've been saying it for years. I'm saying it now. On December 13th, 2024, I'm saying it now. And let's see a year from now where we are. 1-2 years from now, where Jay-Z is and what's going on with him. And mark my word, I think way more is coming. I don't think he's a good person. And I think that's going to be shown to the world, just like Diddy. And anybody who is defending Diddy is a bitch ass, and the same goes for Jay. Okay? Okay? Like, the same goes for him. Because Stephen A. Smith is going to be, I don't believe he did that. Well, he may not have done that, but he definitely was messing with Foxy when she was like 15. He definitely was hanging around Kelly and his little, his little pedophile parties. Okay? How are you friends with all these people? Jay-Z, and you're innocent? I don't think so. Anyhow, I hope you guys are well. I'm in this video. I'll check in again soon. I just had to put my 2 cents in about Jay-Z. I've been busy, just in New York, whatever. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.